Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Last we left off on this series, quite literally foot to face, Lieutenant Rekka was kind of getting wrecked. Shinra sort of, I guess, heard or felt the presence of, something happening in that building and was just like, oh, hey, a bad guy. I remember now, Tamaki actually, threw up her flames high enough to where he could see them.
Yeah.
He's just like, is that Tamaki? Huh. And then, now we got this. It seems Lieutenant Rekka is the one who's been making infernals, because we saw, him turn that poor mother into an infernal, and now he's also pretty much infected one kid, and it seemed that kid accepted it. He didn't burst into flames, which I'm thinking might actually have made him a fire user. I'm not sure though. I don't know.
I think due to the rules of anime, I think he's going to stand back up. I don't think he's going to go down from one kick from the protagonist in episode 9 who hasn't got a chance to build up to being a, like a godlike character yet.
Yeah, true.
He's on the same rank as the other dudes who seem pretty damn strong from the first. So I think probably there'll be a fight here. And
I think so too.
It'll probably end up hinging on the other guy from the first showing up to help him at some point.
Okay.
And maybe Arthur.
Maybe. I mean, we will definitely have to see. But I got the episode queued up here. Let's give it a watch. This is episode 9, The Spreading Malice.
状況は出現したホ村人は一体市街地での火事だ急ごういたぜ俺に任せろ待てるか焦って焦るな炎は魂の息吹灰は灰として永遠の炎に着せラート
Efficiency.
まったくお前はいつも無茶を俺の後ろにはいつもカリムがいるからなお前が勝手に前を突っ走るからだろう
みんな信頼し合っててかっこいいな
死んでくれ玉木
やめて劣化中隊長
Don't turn your back on him. Oh!
Told you.
You're right.
邪魔をするな政権好き
Yeah.
Yes, he just tanked that knee.
Yeah.
劣化星宮ヒーロー人工ホムラ人を作ってるやつを捕まえるマンが来たからには
Shinra, come on. You don't gotta make up a new hero name every time.
じゃあ俺は後にも先にも行かせないマンだ
Come on.
So I like how it's like martial arts but with fire, basically.
新羅草壁の炎に反応しているこんなところにいたのか伝道者が探している3人目はカッチャ汚れなき炎アドラバースト太陽神の落とし子のみが持ちうる人類を導く聖火長らく子供たちに種火を灯して適合者を探していたがこんなところにいたとは子供たちにだと我々の目的のためのビビたる犠牲だ
Okay. Yeah, you just pissed him off.
そんなことが許されるか
Damn it. Again.
じゃあ行ってきます
スカート持ってくな
Give it all.
火力の違いを見せてやるぜ
Of course.
Leave it alone.
Say so.
Don't get here we go again.
ごめん
Remove yourself from the fight, Tamaki.
Right.
Like, get behind the pillar or something. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, I was like, why is he so fan servicey in this one? But I kind of forgot about all the fan service that was in Soul Eater.
One advantage, yeah, his mobility, his speed. Ah, okay. Can't really move that much in the air. Oh.
せっかく適合者の子供を見つけたんだ。伝道者のために逃がさねえぜ。
何のために子供たちを焔人に変える？他にも仲間がいるのか？
焔人を作って人間を炎に返す。全ての人間を炎に変えて地上を永遠の炎で包む。不完全な人類と地球を救いの炎で焼き換える。そしてこの星を第二の太陽に。星をせい。
みんな今のうちに離れるぞ。
逃がさねえぞ。火事で死んだことにして去らん。
お前らもしかして俺の弟の？
燃えろ俺の聖剣。熱狂しろ。が燃え尽きる前にお前ら全員焼き尽くせ。ラートム。
Oh. See, I had a feeling he'd come in to end it.
お前が熱くなればなるほど俺はお前を冷やす。こんな氷蒸発させてやるぜ。
Yeah, except there's a problem with that. The more you heat up, the more he cools you down. Turn him into an icicle.
これは第一だけの問題じゃない気がする。もっと大きくて大きなこの国全体の問題
A whopping one. Ooh!
I think he just got assassinated.
Just blew a hole right through him.
目標に命中。星宮は消した。
何人か減らしておけ。
了解した。
Woo!
狙撃か。どこからですか。
外した。
クリム。
Oh!
Lost an arm.
Shit.
幕を張れ。はい。相手を確認できるか。
対象は南西のビルの屋上に2名。
対象に向けありったけの炎を伸ばせ。位置がバレるからやたらめったらに伸ばすんだ。
Yeet. Oh.
カリム、氷に何の意味が。敵の目をくらます壁を作りつつ相手は勝手に解釈してビビるはずだ。狙撃手は安全地帯が仕事場だからな。
If their location is given away, they usually turn tail and
星
run.
宮の口は封じた。今は危険を冒してまで戦う時ではない。団長に報告するぞ。撤退だ。
人を焔人に変えて殺し火事を起こしている奴らがいる。その中で能力に目覚めた子供をさらっている。俺の弟も。
玉木、子供たちはそれで全員か。はい。ほっとけ。
あ、いえ、そんなめっそうもない。
いいから羽織っとけ。騙されていたとはいえ覚悟しておけよ。
はい、子供たちを巻き込みました。どんな処罰も受け入れます。
烈火は熱血がクソ野郎になっちまったのか、クソ野郎が熱血だっただけかわからねえ。なんでこいつが熱血クソ野郎だったか突き止める必要がある。 俺も伝道者を追跡して追う。協力させてくれ。
Well, it's good to have some camaraderie, at least.
劣化の事件で第一は事後処理と報告に追われ、研修は中止になった。アーサーは劣化捜索中迷子になり、逆に捜索願いが出された。第8に入隊してまだ間もないけど、なんだかんだ俺にとって落ち着く場所になってるんだな。なんで猫女がここにいるんだよ。
玉木には星宮の件で第一での活動を当面謹慎する処分が下された。謹慎中は第8が預かる。
それはそうと玉木、連絡先教えてくれるか。
なんで私が草壁に
Bold,
連絡先
kid.
教えなきゃいけないんだよ。まあどうしてもっていうの。
あの音のやつがどうしてもって言っててさ。
I knew that's why when
Damn it.
when he pictured him.
Again.
俺の安息の場所に邪魔者が。
Arthur. Where the hell are you, man? Arthur, you idiot.
You end up on fucking Mars? What the fuck?
I'm come this far. I ain't stopping now.
It's like, I'll find them soon and I'll put a stop to this. When I get back to base, I'm gonna get an award.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
When I get back with that headlight fluid, I'm gonna talk to the captain.
Yeah.
Or talk to the sergeant.
Headlight fluid.
Fucking idiot.
I haven't thought about that in so long.
Arthur's the kind of dude that would fall for that.
Arthur, we need you to go to Mars. What for, sir? We need you to get some headlight fluid. Headlight fluid? Sir, I thought we would have enough headlight fluid here. It's like, no, Arthur, it turns out we're kind of short. The only place that serves it is Mars. It's like, all right, I'm on it. And he just walks out the front door. It's like Arthur, we actually have a shuttle for... okay, never mind. And he just walks there. God. Dumbass would be the kind of motherfucker who would do that, because he's just like he doesn't care as long as he looks cool. That's his thing. He's like, I am a knight. I am a king knight. I am Arthur. Behold, Excalibur. Oh, hold on. Behold, Excalibur. Bzz. Pretty cool, huh? Well, I know people like that. You know, they...
You know what the R in Arthur stands for, right? Really stupid.
Really stupid. Gosh. Real dumb.
Real dumb, yeah. That's what I'm going to start saying now. It's like, I'm going to say the R word. I'm going to call you the R word. You're really stupid.
You're real stupid. Or really
you're
dumb.
Real dumb.
You're really dumb. Oh, God. So... yeah, the evangelists, those clad in white crusader-looking motherfuckers, they're just all about killing their subordinates who have not become useful to them anymore. I mean, as soon as Rekka was encased in an icicle, they were just like,
I'm thinking that's
yeet.
more of a we're not trying to have him get interrogated type deal.
Probably, yeah. It's just, damn. Shows that they're cold-blooded. Just they don't care.
I think that was the whole thing. Is like he probably had orders to incinerate himself if he thought he was going to be captured, and that's why he was cool with just like
burning himself up and taking everyone with him.
Where that happened, like they had to
Yeah.
do something about it. Like, and I guess they always have somebody watching their lower down people to make sure they don't fuck up.
Also, Shinra asked him if it was the evangelists, because if the evangelists have been creating infernals and they're the reason why random infernals have just been popping up all over Japan, and I wonder how long they've been doing it. I wonder if they're the ones who took Shinra's brother, if Shinra's brother has even been taken by
I would
them.
say it's a good chance, because that's what he was saying. He's like, did you take my brother too?
Exactly. Like, well, it was neither confirmed nor denied, but given
other
what
weird,
the evangelists do,
there's still other stuff about this whole deal, though. This is definitely not like the end all answer, I don't think, to like what's been going on.
oh yeah, I think there's a lot more.
You have the dude, like, oh, I mean, like they were mainly targeting kids, it seemed like, for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason, like, Reika did get that one random dude that was stumbling out of the alley that was an adult. And I almost think that was just supposed to be like a distraction type deal or something, but I'm not sure. Like, that was not explained at all, and really strange why he would have done that, because he kind of gave himself away right there. But there was the dude back in the one episode that was just sitting at his table that turned into one, but didn't seem like hostile and was just kind of chilling.
Yeah, he was docile. He was.
Yeah.
But, well.
And then the whole thing with the dude that was the serial killer that just suddenly turned in the courtroom, like nobody seemed to be around him to turn him into one at the time. Like, so could it be like these insects are just floating around, and like that we've just been seeing insects land on random people, and that's why they turn into infernals? And
maybe. I don't know. You see, the whole thing is
there's still a lot of questions about this and like how stuff is supposed to be working.
The whole thing is with that dude who turned in the courtroom. I mean, he was already having like these thoughts about how bullshit the whole system was, and I'm thinking maybe he burst into flames, independently without like an insect, because I think that I think that does happen. Like natural bursts and flames, but artificial like infernals. The ones that are created whenever the bugs are used or something like that. I think that's a more like a lot more of the infernals that have been popping up are from that rather than naturally.
I think there's multiple things at play. Probably it's probably not just those guys, because they seem like some kind of cult or something, and it's weird. Like if they figured out somehow behind the scenes that there's these insects they can use, or if they somehow created the insects, like who knows? Like, but they figured out more than anybody else seems to know about infernalization, if that's the case, just by having those insects.
And also,
so, I mean, I have a feeling there's like enough room for there to be a lot of different things at play in terms of why different people are turning into them in different places. It might not be just this, but this could be one of the major things at play as well.
Another thing too that I noticed
might just be the first of many.
Another thing too that I noticed was that whenever Shinra and the lieutenant and Rekka were talking to each other before Rekka was was starting to make himself burst into flames, he was talking about like he had an unfiltered or an unaltered. When they were standing there talking, he mentioned an Adola burst, which is like an unfiltered flame or an unaltered flame, I guess. I don't know what that's. And he said, like, you're the third one. I think that's what he said. So are there more? I guess
there seemed to be something specific they were looking for. Like, I'm guessing they're trying to assemble like a trifecta of certain kinds of flames.
Flame users, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe where his feet are where he's naturally so good with his feet. Like I don't know. There's another thing too. Whenever I noticed this with like the last couple times like a infernal has popped up, Shinra's legs have had like this weird reaction, like they buzz almost. It's like there's a close up of his legs and it's like a vibration going off. I don't know. There's a few weird. There's some weird stuff, but anyway, yeah. So this show is going places, man. I'm not sure what the hell the evangelists and the people in white are all about. I'm not sure about the collaboration between the other companies going forward. I know they've got the fifth because the princess is she's pretty much in love with Shinra. So she'll get as much she'll collaborate with him as much as possible. And now, where he's made friends with Karen Flem at the first, they're gonna have some collaboration there too. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that will benefit them in the future.
That explains why. Is it Tamaki?
Yeah, Tamaki.
That explains why she's been in all the intros, like she's part of the main squad or something now too, because she joined up with the 8th now because she got suspended from the 1st.
Well, I mean, she did lead the kids to that. I mean, as
But
much
she
as
didn't know any better.
well, as
She thought they were
much
doing
as
something good.
she can claim ignorance
She's
and
gullible.
negligence, she's responsible for that, and I can understand why they would suspend her. But yeah, thankfully, she got picked up by the 8th, and she's still going to be able to be a fire
I always
soldier.
forget his name. What's the name of the dude that makes this? Do you remember?
Let's take a look. Here we go. By Atsushi Okubo.
Okubo, okay.
Yeah. Atsushi Okubo. And Soul Eater and Fire Force are his two main ones right now.
Okubo, I feel like, has put together like a more complex story this time around with this than he did in Soul Eater.
Yeah. Well,
Soul Eater was more like a fun thing, and it didn't really have all these mysteries and stuff. But he's got like a Pepe Sylvia corkboard of like questions going on right now with this.
Oh, this sucks too. May 2020, Okubo announced that Fire Force will be his final manga.
Oh.
That sucks. But hey, I mean, he already has made enough money off Soul Eater, and also Fire
He
Force
just started in 2001 too. Like,
well, that's 20 years, man.
yeah,
He's in his 40s. I mean,
that's true.
So, well, keep in mind, retirement for some artists does not mean retired forever. Keep in mind, Miyazaki said Princess Mononoke was going to be his last film, and then he came back and made Spirited Away. He's like, okay, this is really for real.
There's a lot of
for me,
times
my last
artists are like, I think I'm done, and they realize like several years later they're like, I got more ideas.
It's
and I wanna
it's
do
burnout.
More.
Sometimes sometimes great artists
Sometimes
hit
they just
burnout.
need a break.
Yeah, a break sometimes does wonders for instance, look at Slipknot and Korn. They took their little breaks, and
Well, that's the
they
thing
had
with Slipknot.
great
Is
albums.
Corey Taylor decides every few years that Slipknot's done, and then they always come back. So
Quite literally,
I've
yeah.
started not taking him seriously at all.
Well,
when he says
it's
they're
because
quitting.
his depression, dude. His depression always got him, and now I think he's got his depression figured out for the most part. And I think that the band is stronger now than they've been in a while because, as hard as it is for Chris Fane, Joey Jordison, and also the death of Paul. The death of Paul Gray affected everyone in the band very hard.
Yeah.
And I think now they've come to terms with what happened with Paul, and they've also got everything working together at a good pace. But if this is his last hurrah with Fire Force, I'm not mad. I mean, he's given 20+ years of great anime, of great manga and writing to the world. I mean, he deserves
Let's go back
retirement.
down again.
Yeah.
To the Fire Force. Ongoing, okay. So,
Yeah, it's not done yet.
yeah.
It's been going for 5 years. Wow.
Yeah, so he started it 5 years ago. So
I did not know it's been going that long. I thought it was a lot more recent.
I mean, that's kind of exciting, at least, because that tells you that I would have a feeling if he started it in 2015, based off of like the average speed that mangas usually go to. I don't know where it's at right now, but I would say there's still a good bit of content remaining, like after the first 2 seasons worth of anime.
Oh yeah.
If I had to
Well,
guess.
keep in mind the second season's still going.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's popular, and this show's popular enough to where it's meriting literally a new season every year.
If he's putting this much effort into like the story and the questions and the mysteries and stuff, then I could see it going on for a while and being really entertaining.
Oh yeah. Well,
I didn't expect this to be a show that, like, when we jumped in, that we'd get to, like, theorize stuff about, or would be like, oh, maybe it's this, like, every episode, but it kind of is, so that's cool. I like shows like that.
You see, that's one thing a lot of people have told me about this. You go into it expecting it's going to be like your regular shonen power fantasy anime,
Yeah.
but instead it asks interesting questions, has mysteries that you can't really that they don't solve for you immediately.
Yeah.
You have to figure it out, and there's so many layers to it.
Got a lot of world building in it. And
Yes,
stuff, so.
and well,
So that was the thing, like, Bleach is cool as it is, like, Dragon Ball is cool as it is, they don't really do that.
No,
It's
no.
all just about the action and the next biggest obstacle
moment.
and stuff. You know?
Well, yeah, every single one of them is.
It's
in
like
the
they do a
moment.
little bit of cool world building and everything, but once the world's established, it's basically just established. Like and everybody knows it, and that's it. Like it's just who's the next big guy that they have to bring down, basically.
Yeah, there's always another big bad lurking in the wings that's just as bad, if not worse, than the one that they just beat.
So that's why I kind of like I'm starting to get to the point where I think that even though I really liked Dragon Ball Z and Bleach back in the day, like I think I respect Naruto over both of them now. Because world building and just complexity wise, it kind of overshadows both of them.
It does. There's no doubt about it. Well, and One Piece overshadows all of them. Which...
Like back then, I would have been the kind of kid that laughed in somebody's face if they tried to say Naruto was better than Bleach or Dragon Ball Z. I would have been like,
it's
all right, kid.
It's one of those things. The older you get, the more you notice things, and the more you can respect things.
It's funny too because it's like as a kid, like I always viewed Naruto as being like, oh, that's the thing all the kids watch. You know, the kids younger than me.
Exactly.
And then as an adult, I'm like, Naruto actually was kind of fucking fire. Like,
oh yeah. Well,
it's like
you notice that.
Like these kids were like kind of onto something.
Well, again, like I said, you notice things. The older you get, the more you are able to respect, especially if you keep an open mind as you get older. The more you respect certain things, and the more that you're able to take in certain art forms.
There's another thing too is, I mean, stuff like that you can enjoy as a kid for the action and stuff alone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
As you get older, if it's got a good plot to it, you can go back and be like, man, this was really cool the way they actually pieced all this together and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So,
well,
I need to rewatch Soul Eater again because my brain might have a different idea in it of what exactly went on in Soul Eater than what it actually was. But
yeah,
because I did watch it when I was a lot younger.
Well, all in all, though, this series does a good job of like making mysteries and making you ask questions. I'll say that, like wholeheartedly. But everyone, we're gonna have to move on from this. We got another episode to get to. And plus, we got to get them done pretty quick because this guy's got to do some editing. Also, I'm going to have to do a little edit there on it because of on the uncut version because of the little interlude where you had to go off camera.
Phone call.
Yeah, but that's fine. I'm used to that. I'll render that out whenever you're working on the edits upstairs. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. This was Fire Force Season 1, Episode 9. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.
Rip and tear until it is done.